Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing some more, we're playing some more tanks, ranked, and no, we're not playing Wrecking Ball today. Today we're gonna talk about my boy Rodehog. Yep, that's what's happening. We're talking about my boy Rodehog today. Now, I'm probably gonna make, I wouldn't call them tutorial videos, I would just call them character-based videos, and this one is about Rodehog. Now, Rodehog is one of the most fattest, but one of the most best tanks that there is. First of all, he has a standard tank HP 600, and he has two abilities, and he's not as hard as to play. He's not hard to play. So basically, he has two things, where it's just like a shotgun, and then there's this, where it's like a heavy thing. He has a hook that hooks people, and he has a healing thing. He can heal himself. And now this is why he's the most recommended character for ranked, because you're obviously, think about it, if it's ranked, you're not going to have good healers. Freaking, okay. No, I meant if, you know, you're in bronze, you're not gonna have good healers, of course. So that's why Rodehog has, you know, his own healing ability. Now, I would say Rodehog is definitely one of the most hardest characters to play. Even though he is easy, he's hard to be a pro at. Now, what I mean by that is that you need to hit your hooks. To be a pro, you gotta hit your hooks as Rodehog 90% of the time. And that's a lot, you know, of the time. And you gotta know when to heal and, you know, when to use your L2 ability that does more damage, and when to use your R2 ability. Now, I'll tell you this, guys, I am not, and I probably will never be, a pro at Rodehog. Now, one thing about his ult is that it's honestly, for me, because it's really hard to even just use his ult to actually get a kill, one of the most useless ults. I mean, like, besides Sigma's, one of the, basically a useless ult. Now, his ult is, you know, it's not the best, and I really think in the future, maybe season 20 of Ranked, they could maybe change his ult to something different. Maybe, like, his ult could be something where, like, yeah, he can't die for about like 15 seconds or 10 seconds, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like, it's very hard to use his ult, because when he uses ult, he can't heal. He needs to have a healer healing him specifically to actually get some heals off to help him with his ult. His ult does not do much damage. It does damage, but it basically just takes out the shield. That's it, no kills. And the main reason of ult in the first place is, to be honest, to get kills. And that's why one of his ults is probably the hardest. Now, one thing about Rodehog is that it's not hard to hook tanks. He could, you know, take down tanks pretty easy. Now, one thing about Rodehog is that his ult is pretty easy to get, but it's basically useless. And I know why they made it easy to get, because it's useless. Now, every time you heal when you're at low HP and you heal, your ult goes up. Every time you kill people, your ult goes up. And every time, I'm pretty sure when you get a assist, your ult goes up. So, it's really easy to get his ult. Like I said, you see, it's not healing me. It's just pushing them back. And to be honest, I would even say Wrecking Ball is definitely like better at pushing back the team than Roadhog's ult. Now, I have some trouble with Rodehog, and if you guys tried Rodehog, you would probably have some trouble too. But Rodehog could take down, you know, most of the tanks. He could take down the healers pretty easy. There's really nothing that's gonna phase him, you know, involving like characters that you think are like stronger than him, because he really doesn't have a weakness. I mean, except for maybe Sigma because of his rock, and maybe Rodehog himself is his own weakness, because if you think about it, he could stop, you know, he can like, because one thing about Rodehog, when you hook someone and they're doing their ult, it stops most of every character's ults. So that's one really good thing about Rodehog. I mean, like, he could stop, you know, Sigma's ult. I did that before, and you know, the reason that I think Rodehog is easy character to play is especially that, you know, he knows he can heal himself, and he's basically kind of, we're not going to count Mora for this. He's basically the only character that actually has a ability that can heal himself. Now I know what you're thinking, Mora could heal herself with her healing orb. Yeah, but it doesn't count, okay? It just doesn't count. Alright, now for defending and attacking as Rodehog. Now, defending as Rodehog is, I wouldn't say hard to do, but it's not really the best. What I mean is that, you know, attacking as Rodehog is good, it's always good. And really defending, he's not a shield tank. I mean, like, he's really only meant for attacking, but the only thing that has him, like, close to, like, defending abilities or defending in general is his ult. Like you saw before, I was pushing them back from the payload so they wouldn't be able to get up here. And that he could also stop the big fat hamster, also known as Wrecking Ball. So he's pretty useful when it you know, just comes in a game. He's definitely one of those starter characters. But anybody could play him. It's just getting good at him is the only problem. Now, for example, not like everyone can play Sigma. That's the exact opposite of what I'm saying here. Now, one more thing about Rodehog that is really, I don't really think it's overpowered, but really good, is that the fact that the ults that do a lot of damage, you can just heal through them if you heal at the right time. You just gotta time the heal. It doesn't take skill to do this. You just press the healing button when you think, you know, it's time to heal, like Diva's ult. Right before it's about to explode, I heal, and that's how Rodehog, you know, could contest point, you know, get those last minute or whatever. And he could take out DPS really quick. It's not really a problem to take out tanks with him. I really feel like he needs a buff though. That's the only thing. Like, I know, but a buff wouldn't be bad for him. But that's basically everything for defending his Rodehog. Now, Rodehog for attacking wise is honestly, you know, attacking his Rodehog is good. It's really good because what you can do as Rodehog, you can basically just, you know, hook people out. And one secret thing about Rodehog that you might not know, a lot of people don't say it, is that the fact that now Rodehog's gonna sound like Lucio. When you hook someone, you can slide them over a little bit when you hook them. So what I do is that when I'm at an edge of something, as Roadhog, I will hook a DPS, not a tank, because there's like 90% chance they're not going to fall off because they're pretty big, or you know what, they might, but I go for DPS or healers when you're doing this. I mean, like, tanks are fine, just more of the smaller tanks, like Sigma, like, not Diva, she's really big, and plus she could just fly up, so hooking and putting people off the map is one thing you want to do with defending and attacking. Attacking really is really good, and Roadhog is really good for, you know, what was it? He's really good for, like, when you're, not when there's, like, a payload, when there's, like, a point that you gotta capture. He's really good for that. He's good on maps with, like, you know, holes, and, like, you see, like, over here, there's an edge right there. And let's see, they were contesting it right up here. Then I could do that and take out their DPS, their tanks, and all that good stuff. Now, healing Roadhog, now his healing ability is not the best. It's good, it heals basically all of his health, but he loses his health pretty fast too. So you want to at least have a decent healer on your team if you're playing Roadhog. Now, for when to press R2 and L2, L2 is more of a range with Rodehog, and R2 is more of a close range, a far range and a close range. So L2 can, it doesn't look like it goes pretty far, but it does. It's like a bomb, kind of. And his R2 ability, it could be a little bit of far range, but it won't do as much damage. Now, for damage-wise, L2 for far range, like I'm doing right now. And also, Roadhog's ult is good for her ult, what's her name, Symmetra's ult, because it works really good on her ult. It basically kills out her ult. Now, one thing about Roadhog's ult, his freaking ult is really good for taking out shields, like Reinhardt's shield, basically anyone's shield, and that's one of the biggest things about Rodehog is his ult. And I mean, like, his ult's easy to get, but it's very hard to use, so that's what we call balance. Unlike Bastion, that's a different story. That's a totally different story. And plus, we're not even talking about DPS right now. We are talking about tank. So, you know, that's all the stuff you want to know about Rodehog. I mean, like, there isn't, you know, really anything else. He can, you know, he can heal himself. Oh, wait, actually, there is something. So, talk about when to heal. Now, when to heal is when you're at about around 300 HP. Now, not like around 300 HP. What I mean, like, low HP, like 200, or that kind of stuff. And Rodehog's really good for going in the back of the points and just pushing point. He's really good for that. He's good for stopping ults, like I was saying. I can't really do an example of that right now. But, yeah, that's also good. He's good for pushing payload. He's just... Now, watch this. Damn it. Never mind. My heal wasn't ready. Now that's one thing, and we're actually about to win this, surprisingly. But we're like an inch away of winning. Now, I wouldn't say Rodehog's the best at contesting. Like, he's fine at contesting. His really ult is pretty good at contesting. You see my ult just went up when I healed. And you see we're rushing together. He's good with a good team. And that's it for Rodehog. If you enjoyed, you know, leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to see more videos of me talking about characters, then yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, what character do you want to see next, and we'll see you next time. Bye!